All right, someone has been going through it, for a while. And I started pulling these cards. I wanted to see what the message was for myself, but this message started to become bigger than me. The first two cards that came out were the Four of Wands and the Star in reverse. And the message that kind of came, really clear with this was like, there's this energy of literally leaving a bad situation. Like it feels like it's like this either family dynamic or relationship or toxic situation, abusive situation. It seems very volatile because the next three cards that came out is the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, Five of Wands, Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Swords, where it feels like there's a lot of fire and air energy, where it's mental strife, it's this maybe physical conflict. I don't know, it just feels like this really unhappy, sad situation that you've had to walk away from. And it doesn't feel like this is like very recent, because as the message has started unfolding, it feels like this is a situation that you've had to overcome in the past. Maybe a couple years ago, maybe 10 years ago. Either way, this is part of your journey. Because the next two cards that came out was the Fool and the Page of Cups. And with this particular piece, it's like this past situation has set you up on this new journey that has opened up a whole new world for you. Like maybe this is like a feeling of a second shot at life, where prior to whatever this new journey starting to unfold, this old conflict or toxic situation that has kept you in this really low density and very unhappy and hopeless. Like maybe you thought that this was like the end and then there was no way out, but somehow something happened along the way where it literally, like, universe like forced you out or pushed you out, or you were just at this place where it's like, oh, I've had enough, I can't take this anymore, and kind of left situation. But because you were capable of doing that and setting yourself up on this like entirely new path, it feels like the universe gave you a second shot at life. Because the next couple cards that came out is the Five of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles, where it's like you took the bull by the horns and was like, no more, enough is enough, I'm done with this, I'm going to choose me from here on out. And every time that you've done that, it has gotten you to this place of pure abundance. It's like, again, like when I look at this card, it feels like the universe is hand delivering you, like, here is your second shot of life, this is what you were supposed to be doing. And like, you've learned the lesson and you've gotten out of that karmic cycle, that karmic toxic dense energy. And the next two cards that came out was the Justice and the Queen of Pentacles, which is like, this was your, it feels like this was your karmic lesson, and you had to make the choice in order for you to choose you to get onto this path of complete and utter abundance, where it is this Queen of Pentacles energy, where it's the mature, grounded, the thought process, the whole mindset switch of I do not chase, I attract. And it has shocked the shit out of you on how incredibly specific and relevant that term is, because when you get out of your own way, the universe floods in what is meant for you. So I feel like that was a turning point and a lesson to completely and utterly choose you every single time. And I don't think that you're ever going to slide back on that, because you see the output, or you see the abundance and the opportunities that come along with choosing you. The next two cards that come out is the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So 7-7 may be extremely significant, because this is like where you have learned to stand your motherfucking ground. Like, no one is going to penetrate your boundaries in a way that you had let people do in the past. Like that ship is sailed. And because of that, it's like you've had lots of several options of either what direction you want to take your new life, because essentially it's this like second shot at life. And none of the options are wrong. None of the options are bad. It's like you've almost gotten to this wholeness phase of like, oh, I've closed that cycle and the world is my oyster at this point. That's what I keep hearing. The world is my oyster. There is no stopping me. There is like, I will forever continue to choose myself. If this is what's going to bring, and the Queen of Swords, I will forever continue to choose myself, regardless of what anybody thinks about it. Like it's it's my turn. Like, I've done my time. Like, I'm not ever going back to that kind of situation, which has like shot you into this success, or maybe it's like this not necessarily success in your eyes, whatever that may look like, because that comes in all forms, but like it's this overwhelming sense of like even the smallest things are fucking beautiful because of this ability to see life through a different lens when you thought that that was going to be the rest of your life, before you left that toxic situation. And it's coming fast. Like, I think you've learned that choosing yourself has allowed everything that is meant for you to come in extremely fast. So you're like, now how can I utilize this for my highest timeline? That I want to continue to stay on this timeline. That other cycle is over. It is closed. With that being said, what is the last thoughts that we can add to this message? Because this is a beautiful message where someone who's like, it gives me that phoenix rising from the ashes kind of situation. And then the Two of Swords, it's like, we're never going back. Like, we're always choosing ourselves. There is no, it's not even like it's a choice anymore. Like, that is the path ahead. Like, there is no more choices or decisions. They will always be choosing me. And that's not selfish. That is self-love. If you are able to fill your cup, if you aren't able to fill your own cup, you cannot be there for others. So therefore, like, you have to consistently choose yourself. Yeah, and the last two cards that came out, I'm going to end it with this, is the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Like, this has completely shifted you into a completely different human being. Like, if people were to come back into your timeline now that maybe you knew 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago prior to this situation of like wherever you were involved in the toxic situation, they would not recognize who you are because of the work that you've done on yourself. You are full of life, full of passion. You have like the mental clarity. You have like embodied all of the lessons that Spirit has kind of set your way. So it's kind of like, again, the world is your oyster. So good luck.